What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Monday, January 13th. In today's video, I want to talk about the dog Bitcoin price because it's down over 20% over the past weekend. Now, we predicted that this price of dog was going to hit a 450 million market cap at around a price level of 0.0045. Now, you must be wondering what's going to happen next. And when you zoom out, what else is happening? How can we look at the bigger picture of dog and runes, because a lot of developments that have been happening with OKX wallet, also Pantera Capital is predicting 1% of Bitcoin's market cap into this Bitcoin ecosystem such as runes. And also you're probably wondering if whales or massive sharks are accumulating, dollar cost averaging, or selling, or maybe just hodling. So the point of this video is that I want to share with you that really this is just one of many shakeouts that you're going to experience in the rune super cycle. And this is exactly as planned. So I'm going to share with you the manipulation that's going on in this video. So let's go and begin by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page and our X platform. And please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So dog Bitcoin isn't the only thing that's been down. Look at Bitcoin itself. So Bitcoin went from roughly 96,000 to roughly around close to 89,000 just within the past 24 hours. Now it is back up, but mainly when that does happen, you're going to see things like this. So news that BlackRock is selling Bitcoin while Fidelity is actually buying Bitcoin. So why is BlackRock selling? Well, it could be due to a number of things, which I will share with you at the very end of the video, but it could be due to two different events, which is number one, the presidential inauguration happening on January 20th and also February 1st, which is predicted to be the next bull run for Bitcoin. Now, obviously, what's ever happened to Bitcoin's price is going to happen to every other altcoin by massive folds, like AKA you're talking about these meme coins that are down almost 23%, 56%, 46%, and also 38%. I mean, the list goes on and on over the past 7 days. Even dog is still around 37% down. So are you thinking this is just happening to dog? It's not. Dog is actually one of many meme coins that have actually gone down based on Bitcoin's price action. Now, a lot of FUD is actually circulating around runes. So Into the Block mentioned that the minting of Bitcoin runes has sharply declined to new record lows. So this is just one of many things, but let me just tell everybody, if runes were not interesting and if runes were actually dead, no one would be talking about it. Notice that they're not talking about BRC20 tokens. BRC20s have been dead for such a long time, but because they aren't trending, no one's actually talking about it. So Into the Block is actually using clickbait to getting you to engage with their specific posts. Now, when we look at the runes market cap, it's actually down to around 8% over the past 24 hours. So it's around 967 million. That's the runes total market cap. We've seen this before. We've actually fallen a lot lower, roughly around a 700 million market cap. So please, I'm not scared. This is actually really great validation that we've experienced being above $2 billion twice already. That just goes to show you how strong the community is and also how strong the Bitcoin ecosystem is. And also, if you look at the record lows, look at this. This is from Sky Chirp. Now, in this specific diagram, he's saying that a lot of different tokens in the runes ecosystem, dog, BTC, aka $1 billion cat, Gizmo, and Pups are experiencing a decelerating trend. But when you look at the top 100 holders, which Dog PTC shares regarding inflows and outflows, look at the top two centralized exchanges, BitGet and Gate.io. They only saw a massive accumulation, while tier 2 exchanges such as Mexi and CoinX experienced around 21 million tokens or 14 million tokens being sold on their actual platform. But if you notice, a lot of these whales are actually holding, not a lot are selling. When I think about 21 million or even 14 million tokens being sold, that's ranging probably around $50,000 to around almost $90,000 at the time of this recording. So it's not really that much. So to me, this isn't enough to shake out the multi-millions of dollars, which is around $450 million of dog's market cap. Now let's go and zoom out a little bit. Okay, so this is the reason why I want to share this specific diagram with you, is because dog is a free and fair token allocation. Okay, so that means that it was distributed in a free and fair way. Because it doesn't have any token allocations to venture capitalists, influencers, insiders, teams, or even token allocations to pay centralized exchange listings, it didn't experience such a large drawdown. So if you look at the token itself, it was only down negative 45%. And by the way, it has no tier 1 centralized exchange. When you look at all these other coins, especially on Solana, they're down significantly And they also have more than 1, 2, or 3 centralized exchange listings, and they're down massively compared to their all-time highs. So when you think about it, yeah, Dog actually has a nice return back into the Rune super cycle once we do experience that pump in Bitcoin and in meme coin. So Dog's going to lead that charge. But this just goes to show you how strong the Dog army is in terms of diamond hands. Now, in other news, what's developing within the Runes ecosystem? Okay, so recently, Vector, which is an app that you can download off the Apple Store or off of Google Play, it allows you to now buy Bitcoin runes, and Dog to the Moon is an option to be buying this specific token. Now, you have to have a referral code by somebody else that uses this app in order to trade this, but nonetheless, you can actually buy this token on an app, which to me allows there to be a less friction or a bridge for normies to get involved who don't know how to download a decentralized exchange wallet such as Xverse, OKX Wallet, or even Magic Eden. So this is really fun to see this new development. And in other news, CoinGecko just released a video today describing and also explaining how OKX decentralized wallet works, and it featured a runes category, Dog itself, and also inscription. So that's really fun to see Dog is reaching headlines. Then Bitcoin Eco TK says that runes have emerged as the dominant force on the Bitcoin mainnet, basically surpassing BRC20s. As you can see from this diagram, there is more activity within runes. Regardless of all the FUD that you're seeing, this is what you need to focus on, which is the data and analytics around the Bitcoin mainnet's domination, and that really is runes, and ordinals for that fact. Now, Pantera Capital did predict roughly around 1% of Bitcoin's market cap to participate in Bitcoin DeFi. That involves runes, ordinals, and even BRC20 tokens. So all these Bitcoin assets, they expect to have high returns on the high Bitcoin prices. So that to me shows that because we don't need anything like bridging, like Babylon, that everything's built natively on Bitcoin as a native financial protocol, this to me, because it's an L1, this to me shares the security and decentralization, and that sooner or later, 2025 is going to be the year of Bitcoin Fi and runes for that matter. Now, I want to talk about the charting analysis, but most importantly, the manipulation. So I told everybody just last week how much the Dog Bitcoin price is being manipulated. So some people will use leverage trading to manipulate the price, but also brick lots. So brick lots, just to explain it to you all, is when somebody places a big bulk order of Dog tokens. Say for instance, like 21 million tokens, a person decides to list it on the floor at a very low cost. Well, that suppresses the price of Dog. And what happens is retail investors see that and they're like, oh my gosh, people are selling their bags. I need to list my bags for a lower price so that I can get cash or Bitcoin in exchange. So that's what I mean by brick lots. And here's a great example of that. So Polis ended up sharing this specific screenshot. So many people ended up listing 1 million, 1.5, 1.5, 3, 2 million. So these brick lots, what they do is they manipulate the price and they want you to sell your bags because basically retail only pays attention to just the price, while sharks, whales, and leverage traders pay attention to the data and analytics, and they know that retail is going to sell in panic mode. And this is one of the only things that people have been complaining about with runes because it has no centralized exchange listing. Is because with decentralized platforms, things like this can happen. But we predicted this in our charting analysis. Now, remember last Friday, I said that we could potentially hit a 450 million market cap. And guess what? It hit exactly that price point. So that's the support level. And the reason I brought that up is because we have seen that level 4 times. Right over here, back in November, right over here, back in September, right over here, back in July, and right over here, back in May. So this is the support level that we're seeing right now. Now, if it breaks below that, honestly, I don't actually have a price prediction of the next support level, honestly, because I think this is a great dollar cost averaging zone, which I brought up in last video. Now, how far can it go? Could it reach further down? Yeah, absolutely. Because back then, in August of 2024, we did see that ultimate low, which was right around here at around 170 to 180 million market cap. Isn't that crazy that people are complaining about the price now? But really, we were there when the price hit 180 million market cap. So to me, I'm not shaken out by this. But can it reach to that level? I don't exactly know. Honestly, I just think that we've seen so much full adoption within runes and Bitcoin over the past year. I don't think we're going to reach that level at all. I actually think that really, mainly if people saw 180 million market cap, people are going to be buying a ton, whales, sharks, and you're going to see a huge transfer of wealth. But right now we're actually right below the support level and the RSI at around 34. So to me, based on the RSI and the MACD, eventually we're going to be trading sideways just for a little bit. That's just in my personal opinion. I mean, just look at right here, January 20th, which is this blue line. This is the inauguration of President Donald Trump becoming the president of the United States. And then between this time frame all the way up until February 1st, this is where I think the most interesting price action is going to happen with Bitcoin, with Dog Bitcoin, and within Runes and Ordinals especially. So I expect between January 20th to around February 1st, we're going to see a lot of price action, okay? So this is where I think we could see a reversal of all this happening, because once he's president, you're going to see BlackRock buying more because they probably are manipulating the price. Because come on, guys, Bitcoin is going to go up this year, in my personal opinion. There's a huge supply out there that people want to buy across the world. There's a Bitcoin reserve that's mostly going to happen within the US, hopefully within that time frame. But again, we have to have Congress approve that, both in the House and Senate, both Republicans and Democrats. Other than that, I think globally the world's going to buy Bitcoin. And that means it's going to be very bullish for cryptocurrency and also Dog Bitcoin. So I want you guys to watch this specific video, okay? I'm going to post the link on the upper right hand side on YouTube, but you can also find this full interview on X. Now, this is talking about a great explanation of Dog's market price volatility. And this is words of wisdom from Leonidas, the creator of Dog himself. He's going to explain to you what you should expect with Dog, with these retracements, with these pullbacks, but also the pumps. He shares with you the reality of what people go through, retail investors especially, during these unpredictable markets. So this is just my analysis, okay? So now you know exactly what's been going on. You see the developments happening within Rune's ecosystem. You see different companies predicting 1% of Bitcoin's market cap into the Bitcoin ecosystem, which obviously is going to reflect very positively into Runes, Ordinals, BRC20s. You've seen all the FUD, but you've also seen the charting analysis, okay? We predicted that was going to hit a 450 million market cap. So you shouldn't be surprised, and this is why you tune into our channel, why you stay up to date on a day-to-day basis. But if you want to get more news on a day-to-day basis and you want that urgent update, you need to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog on the Moon, and especially the Dog Bitcoin token. Till then, see you guys and girls tomorrow.